bright yellow. I'm like, I'm gonna change this background. I'm like, it's a total shitstorm of I used like this old flower from like Christmas time. I'm like, let's put it with a yellow background because it matches my amber. All my amber. I'm sporting all this amber today. My daddy fixed my amber bracelet. Funny how it had like this one little thing missing, and I like couldn't wear it for like years, and it took him like 10 seconds to fix it. It's like, what would you really like to utilize that needs like 10 seconds of work that you're just not willing to do? And it's like, oh my God, insane, right? So, yeah, welcome everybody. Thank you most so much for being here. And yeah, I had a really great barge trade around like a bunch of horses at my buddy Jen's place last night in High River. Just awesome. Like, how much friggin' fun was that? And yeah, tonight I got a correcting vision body process class in Calgary if anyone's around. Um, so yeah, no, excited about that stuff. But yeah, my header today, 90% of what we're aware of isn't even relevant to us. I would probably hazard to guess it's probably even more than that. So, in Access, how they talk about 99% of your thoughts, feelings, and emotions aren't yours. It's just awareness of what's going on around you. It's like the same thing with what's relevant. And it's so funny the last couple days, it's like some things have been really loud for me. And I'm talking to my friend Crystal, and she's like, so is it even relevant? It's like, no, it's not. Um, so like what are you making relevant that's really, really not relevant? And it's like really, really loud and intense, like loud and intense. And it's not even relevant to you or your life. It's like, thank you, God bless awareness. Like, thanks, awareness. So, yeah, what are you making relevant that is really not relevant to you? And everything that brings up or lets down, and all the big fives holding it all in place. Let's destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. So, truth, what are you making relevant in your life right now that really isn't even relevant to you? And it's like a total shitstorm, really, really super intense for you, but you're not willing to ask a question. So it's like, I know in the new foundation, the New Access Foundation, they talk about that. It's in the first couple pages, and it's like, so the relevance of who does it belong to is very, very relevant. And then the second thing is like, and what's actually relevant to your life? So out of the 99% of all the lies that you're aware of, all the thoughts, feelings, and emotions that you're aware of, like the majority of it is not even relevant to you. So let's take anything that you have going on right now, anything that's up for you, get the energy of it, and then let's ask. It's like, so truth, is this actually relevant to me in my future? Truth, yes. And it's heavy, so it's probably a negative. So everything that brings up, let's destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. But it's like, man, what would it take to truly, truly live as the question and stop playing around with all this mediocre other people's shit that is not even relevant to your life? So everything that brings up, everything it lets down, all the big fives, holding it all in place. Right, wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. So yeah, what are you making relevant? What are you aware of about, say, bodies? And then you get tripped up thinking that it's about you. So it's like, what are you aware of about your body that's actually not relevant to you? And you're just aware of what other people think about their bodies, how they judge their bodies, all these different things. So, yeah, what's actually relevant to you and your body? Everything that is, starting and create it. Right, wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. And how about with relationships? It's like, what are you making relevant in your relationship? How about with yourself that really ain't relevant? Right, wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. And truth, what are you making relevant with your relationship with, say, your significant other, lover, spouse, whatever, your partner, whatever that is? And it's like, is it even relevant? It's like, man, the shit that we get stuck on, and it's like, I wish someone would have pounded this into my head a long time ago, or rather, out of my head. Didn't have to be so aggressive. Um, but it's like, what a fascinating tool that will set anyone free. So it's like, I know the stuff for me that was just super, super intense the last couple days, it all just dissipated with like, not relevant to me. I'm just aware bear. Wow. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets and beyonds. And yeah, how about what are you making relevant with like your money flows? And that's the thing, it's usually like when it's so crunchy and it's like the hugest, hugest lie, and we're playing around with someone else's reality. I know the last few, even the last week, um, I'm just super aware of bouncing around in other people's realities. So it's like the amount of people that I talk to on a daily basis, whether it's in text or email or whatever that is, and like I'm aware of their whole universe. Like someone messages me, and I'm aware of everything. And I think we all get this download of, what this person, how they're judging themselves, how they're judging other people, how they're abusing themselves, what they're numb to. It's like we're aware of all of that in an instant. So it's like everywhere we're not really willing to actually acknowledge how aware we actually are. Let's destroy it and create it all. Right, wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. And how about with your future? So it's like, what are you making relevant about your future, creating a future that really isn't relevant to your future? And everything that is, everything that brings up or lets down, right, wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. So yeah, let's expand our zones, expand out farther than you've ever expanded with me, and then let's go farther than that. And now pick the person that is kind of around you the most and expand their zone too. Do everyone a favor. The gift that keeps on giving. And if you live in a house with a bunch of people, it's like expand all their zones. Right, wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. And if you haven't acknowledged that you can actually jump into someone's universe from the other side of the world and totally expand and change their life and contribute to them, it's like acknowledge it now because we can all do that. Right, wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. It's like the questioning and the doubting of it is just like, it's like, no more, no more doubting, no more doubting. So all the distractor implants that you're using all the distractor implants of doubt that you're using to create the no trust in you that you're choosing, let's destroy and create all that. And all the big fives that tell you that you can never trust yourself. Right, wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. So I know maybe this is not relevant, but let's check it out. So my favorite book, once again, what kind of inspired this whole group, The Right Riches for You clearings, 30 times a day for 30 days, that I haven't been doing. Have you? So what are you refusing to perceive, know, be, or receive that's keeping you from being, doing, or having what you would like to have in your life? Oh, and everything that is, and all the big fives that don't allow that for us to be aware of that. Let's destroy it and create it. Right, wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. Truth. What are you refusing to perceive, know, be, and receive that's keeping you from being, doing, and having what you would like to have in your life? Everything that is, and all the big fives. Right, wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. Truth, truth, what are you refusing to perceive, know, be, and receive that's keeping you from being, doing, and having what you would like to have in your life? And all the big fives that don't allow you to perceive, know, be, and receive that. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. What are you refusing to perceive, know, be, and receive that's keeping you from being, doing, and having what you would like to have in your life? And everything that is, destroy it and create it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. Truth, what are you refusing to perceive? What are you refusing to know? What are you refusing to be? And what are you refusing to receive that's keeping you from being, doing, and having exactly what you would like to have in your life? And everything that is, and all the big fives that never allow you to create that. Let's destroy and uncreate them too. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds, and heavy extra on the POVAD. So, what are you refusing to perceive, know, be, and receive that's keeping you from the life that you would like to have? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. And everyone, if you watch this, if you watch me often or in the past, Gary talks about like for anything to not work, we have to shut off perceiving, knowing, being, or receiving for it to not work. So it's like, what a great question. What am I refusing to perceive, know, be, and receive that would allow me to change this or allow me to make a different choice? So everything that is destroyed and create it all. Right, wrong, good and bad, pod and pock. All nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyond. So truth. What are you refusing to perceive, know, be, and receive that's keeping you from being, doing, and having what you would like to have in your life? And everything that brings up, let's destroy it and create it all, and all the big fives that don't allow it either. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. I have this thing beside me, and I just never use it. I should use it. My 30 count for my 30 clearings that I'm gonna do. So truth, what are you refusing to perceive, know, be, and receive that's keeping you from the life that you actually would like to have? Oh, isn't that maddening? Right, wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. I was talking with Crystal yesterday on the drive to the horses there. And just like how maddening it is that like in the How to Become Money workbook, Gary talks about like, and who are you really mad at? It's like you're mad at yourself, you know? And it's like, what if we could just take the action necessary and destroy and uncreate all the energies and all the big fives, like distracting us, and just go for it, whatever the hell that even is. So everything that brings up, let's destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. But it's like, it's funny because I'm like, teaching a class later and had like a bunch of stuff I needed to get done. It's like, I was more productive in no shit about a 30-minute window this morning than I think I've been like in weeks. And isn't that funny? Um, I work well under pressure. And like, don't we all humanoids, right? Love leaving it to the last minute, right? So everything that brings up, everywhere we judge ourselves for that, when it's actually our superpower, right, wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all in shirts, boys, poets, and beyonds. So yeah, what are you refusing to perceive, know, be, and receive that's keeping you from being, doing, and having exactly what you would like to have in your life? And everything that is, everything that brings up or lets down, let's destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shirts, boys, poets, and beyonds. And yeah, what are you refusing to perceive, know, be, and receive that's keeping you from being, doing, and having what you would like to have in your life? Because it's like, isn't it so funny though? Whatever we get stuck on that wouldn't allow us to actually have the awareness of what's going on. Oh, hello, whoever that is. It's probably not even relevant anyway, right? So it's like, what if we could just get, and like, what if we have to tattoo it on our forehead or stick our finger in a light socket or something to actually get this? And like, holy shit, this is why I'm talking about myself. Is like 99% of what you're aware of isn't yours and it's not relevant to your life. So stop the insanity. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. So, what are you refusing to perceive, know, be, and receive that's keeping you from being, doing, and having what you would like to have in your life? Everything that is, all the big fives that are holding it all in place like a shitstorm. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. So, yeah, what are you making relevant that's not? What are you making relevant that's not? What are you making relevant that is not? What are you making relevant that really is not relevant to your life? Right, wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. Yeah, I should probably go. I need to leave the house soon. I probably shouldn't even have done this, but I'm like, I'm doing this, and everything else can friggin' wait. So, what would it take to live lightly, live lighter than we've been living, be like not serious anymore? It's like, man, Funny, I like joke around with so many people, joke around with everyone that I know, and then I'm like a serious shit sack with myself. It's like, what are you doing that for? So everything that is, and all the judgment and all the big fives associated with all of that, let's destroy and uncreate it too. Right, wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. But it's like, what if we could go forth today and be like, is it relevant? Is this relevant? Is that relevant? Because it's like, holy shit, the stuff that we get stuck on, it's never relevant. So expand out, expand your zone, expand the zone of everyone in your city, everyone in your town, everyone at the Calgary Stampede right now. And yeah, what would it take to live lightly, live expanded, barriers down? Nothing's relevant except what I choose to make relevant. So yeah, everyone, hope you guys have a great day. And yeah, come to my Vision body class if you're in Calgary. I'm doing like a little summer sale for all my body classes, so it's only 75 bucks. And yeah, the vision correcting vision process is really awesome because it's kind of like a mini facelift. There's like a dozen different body processes that you learn that you can do all together or a la carte on their own. Um, and yeah, of course, it has to do with the eyeballs, but also, yeah, like the vision that you have for your life, what you're not willing to see, where you're blinding yourself, like a whole like shitstorm of energies associated with all of that. Um, so yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Hope you guys have a great day, and yeah, expand your zone, expand your zone, expand the zone of all the people in your house, and I'm gonna do it too. Okay, have a great day, guys.